there in York County. Remember this guy? We've talked about him a couple of times this week. The guy who confronted the fake beard bandit, where he ran out to his car. The guy's named Devin McClain. He's not the fake beard bandit. He's the hero. He works there at AutoZone. Ran out to his car when the fake beard bandit came in to rob the store. It's like robbery number 30 for Mr. Follicle. Devin McClain went out, got the gun, told the guy to freeze. The guy dropped the cash and ran out with his gun. And a couple of days later, even though that Devin McClain was proclaimed a hero, AutoZone fired the guy.
What's the deal with that?
Well,
just an HR person.
Yes, they have a zero tolerance policy. You brought a gun in, we're gonna fire you. Happy holidays, Mr. McClain. So now people are all upset about this, and people have offered him like odd jobs. They've offered him different things, but he still can't find a steady job. Well, now coming to his defense would be the sheriff of York County. The York County Pocosin Sheriff is weighing in and saying this guy is a hero, and he just can't believe that he got fired. His quote is, Devin was a brave young man. I mean, 2 people with guns, no shots fired, a robbery was averted. That is a pretty good ending. That's according to the sheriff, J.D. Diggs, which is just an awesome name.
For sheriff.
Absolutely. But AutoZone, for their part, say that the Air Force veteran, Devin McClain, that he violated company policy.
Who writes these policies? Can't you know?
People who weren't there that day. People who don't understand that sometimes you have to make tough choices. This guy made the tough choice. He did what I think most people would consider is the right thing to do, and of course, he is getting punished with that by taking away the ability for him to earn money, not just for him, but also for his family. So now people all over websites castigating AutoZone. This is not just about, we don't want to take food out of the money out of the mouths of people who work for AutoZone, but maybe this is an opportunity for them to rethink the policy. Do you think?
I would think that would probably be a good idea. Maybe they can put a focus group together and come up with a new answer.
It's 11:11 on this Friday with the news of the day. Here's Bob Matthews.
Thank you very much, Dave. We are going to start in Virginia Beach, where if you want to put in your 2 cents on the arena, hey, guess what? You can do it. That's right. They have got a public hearing scheduled for December 18th. That's right, December 18th, and they're at the Virginia Beach Convention Center. You go to the Convention Center, and that night you will get to hear a presentation on the arena as well as get to ask questions as well. From 6 to 8, the Citizens Advisory Committee, Virginia Beach has had that for a while there, it's holding it, and you will be able to ask questions about the arena when you come there. Virginia Beach Medical Examiner's Office is trying to figure out the identity of and the cause of death of a human skeleton found on a vacant lot on Bonnie Road Wednesday. A woman reported that a friend found the remains while walking in a wooded area near a marsh. Police say the body appears to have been there for some time. Police say they're already reviewing missing persons records as they wait for that forensics report. The Gilmerton Bridge is going to be closed this weekend, and there will be lane closures scheduled at the JRB as well. VDOT says the Gilmerton will be closed around 8 tonight, then reopened 5 a.m. Monday at the James River Bridge. At the James River Bridge, rather, should have had a period in there somewhere. At the James River Bridge, 1 lane will be closed in each direction and then reopened at 5 a.m. Monday. They're going to shift traffic between the lanes there as well. 7-year-old Hampton girl has died. This happened last night after being hit by a car at the intersection of Kickingham and Robinson Roads. Police say the girl was hit just before 6 and died at the hospital just before 11 o'clock. A retired 20-year Navy veteran who worked as a cryptographer was arrested on charges of trying to pass secret information to Russian spies yesterday. Robert Patrick Hoffman is charged with espionage. He could face the death penalty if convicted. Spokesman for the U.S. Attorney's Office, though, says he will most likely go for life in prison. Now, Hoffman made his first appearance in federal court yesterday. He held a top secret clearance by the time he retired a year ago. Prosecutors say had the information he had gotten out, he could have done damage to national security. And officials in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, opened up a brand new $29 million center today for wounded warriors and their families. The 37,000 square foot center is to serve wounded, ill, and injured Marine sailors and their families. The Marine Corps said the ribbon cutting ceremony happened about an hour ago, and they call the center the Warrior Hope and Care Center. what caused it. Those are the headlines this hour. I'm Bob Matthews, 8790 WNIS.
Now, Adrian Whitcomb, who's the Citizens for a Fort Monroe National Park, has been filming the entire newscast that Bob Matthews just gave. Now, Adrian, what are you going to do with the video? Are you going to go to watch this to get a rehash of the news? Are you going to blackmail Bob?
Put it on YouTube.
What are you going to do with the video?
Put it on YouTube.
Put it on YouTube. Are you really going to put that on YouTube?
Yes, I am.
I don't think you're going to get many views on it. That's okay.
Depends on how he titles it.
Yeah, that's true.
That makes the
And
difference.
by the way, part of today's broadcast is brought to you by our good friends at LowerMyVAPayment.com. LowerMyVAPayment.com. You can check out the website, which is LowerMyVAPayment.com, or you can give a call, 722-6800, 722-6800. Are you still taking it? You still taking this, Adrian? Dennis and Brad have been helping save local active duty and veterans money on their VA home loans for over 30 years, and they wanted me to tell you that there may never be a better time to refinance your current VA loan to a lower rate than right now. So go to the website, give them a call, lowermyvapayment.com or 722-6800. Now we get the mayor coming up in a matter of seconds. By the way, I wanted to get this out because I told the guy yesterday that I would, and I don't want to be remiss in doing so, but I wanted to get to this because I knew they were going to have a beautiful Christmas display here at the hotel. And Barry writes this. We were talking about Christmas displays and people getting so upset about the Christmas displays. And Barry writes in, a fundamental flaw in the argument that the anti-Christmas crowd presents is separation of church and state, or the establishment clause in the Constitution. And we talked about this on yesterday. And Barry writes, how does the town of Hogwash, Illinois, deciding to erect a nativity scene on town property constitute the Congress of the United States establishing or respecting a religion? The members of Congress probably wouldn't even know where Hogwash, Illinois is. Also, for the, and this is Barry's words, not mine, for the idiots who relish citing the separation of church and state in the Constitution, I would advise them to actually read the Constitution. The phrase, separation of church and state, or the word church, does not appear anywhere in the Constitution. Now, typically, that is referred to the letter to the Danbury Baptists that Jefferson did back, I think it was like 1802. But Barry, your points are well taken. Thank you so much. And Mo writes in, hey Dave, Bobby Scott and them are lunatics. Because yesterday we talked about a story about how they actually passed a resolution or law saying you can no longer use the word lunatic. With the issues that are facing the Congress, this is what it's worrying them. They're all moonstruck. It's time to leave the planet. Jeez, says Mo. Joining me right now is Mayor Linda Johnson. Hi, Mayor Johnson. How are you?
I'm just fine, thank you, and welcome to Suffolk.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Lovely facility. I had no idea this hotel's been here since 2002. I thought it was newer than that, but it looks brand new. It's beautiful.
It will always look brand new because it's so well cared for and everything here is just perfect.
Now, so the first time you got elected as mayor, and people started referring to you not as like ma'am or Linda or Mrs. Johnson, but they started referring to you simply as mayor. Did that take a while to get used to?
Actually, it still does, because I like to be Linda. That is actually who I am, so it does. It makes you stop and think. In fact, sometimes you just like to have that name. All right.
So you have spent almost all of your life here in Suffolk. You and I were talking about that a few minutes ago. So now that you are mayor, and I'm sure you had an idea of what it was going to be like as mayor. There was your forecast of what it was going to be like, and then there is reality. Is there a big difference in that?
Well, I'm not sure that I really knew exactly what to expect, but there is a difference. But I think the fact is that it's a lot of fun, and it's the fact that you're a part of your community and you're out here every day with the citizens. And I've been here, as we said, 49 years, so this is home. This is where I love it, and so, yeah, it's a very, very comfortable place to be.
So what kind of changes have you seen take place?
I've seen tremendous changes. When we came here in 1963, all of Northern Suffolk was fields and farms and orchards, and there was nothing there. And today, of course, it's Harborview, and we have a lot of growth. That's the piece that I think we have a challenge with, but it's also our blessing. And that's what's made us so healthy today, is to see all of that change, and it's great to be a part of that.
Is it difficult to keep up with the expansion of the city when it comes to things like trash pickup and city services and all, first responders, because Suffolk has grown so much over the past couple of decades, but especially the past decade. How do you keep up with that growth?
I think that there's a real piece to that we need to. We have a great comprehensive plan. We have worked and we've always been ready, prepared for it. We've expected this growth for many, many years, and now it's here, and we're prepared to take this advantage of it and make it work for us. So I think planning of years past, that's made it successful, and we have a fantastic staff. But I think they do a great job every single day.